over the next 25 years, will the benefits of AI outweigh the risks and undesirable consequences, or will the risks and harms outweigh the benefits?
If you're watching a recording of this, please let us know in the comments.
If I asked this question 10 years ago, I'd get a few naysayers, but most people would say benefits. About 3 years ago, I asked this at AI for Good, and I got a slight preponderance toward the benefits outweighing the risk. Not a surprise by that. But I asked this of a bunch of guys who graduated with me from university yesterday on a call, and most of them weren't involved in the AI universe in some distinct way. They were part of the educated public, and they went more toward the negative than toward the positive. But here's a third question for you. Do you think that it just isn't decided yet? And in many of these forums, not all of them anymore, I sometimes get negatives just holding up, but at some of these forums, the preponderance of people, like at AI for Good 3 years ago, the preponderance of people, as soon as I knew there was a third option, that was the clear winner. And maybe that's the point. Maybe the point of all of this is that it may not be decided yet. It could still go either way, and which way it goes is largely going to be determined by us. It's largely going to be determined by the actions we take or don't take. So I'm just going to give you a few actions to take. So in this presentation, I'm going to talk a little bit about benefits, harms, and hypes. Those who know me know that I don't talk a lot about benefits. Benefits will take care of themselves. Benefits have a lot to do with our application specific often, and there's tens of thousands of different benefits because AI is now everywhere, and people think it will help them in all kinds of regards, from education to healthcare, solve cancer perhaps if we have smart enough AI. So I'm going to start talking about that. Then I'm going to go to lesson number 1, which is responsible implementation or responsible deployment. Lesson number 2, governance as responsible implementation. And lesson number 3, soft law. So I'm going to go from the general to the practical, and then I'll say a few words before we open up into our general conversation about where we are. Sort of my opinion of where we are and what's going on. And I consider my opinion just my opinion, because God knows there's as many opinions about AI as there are people who have even thought about it.